Hello, everybody. Welcome to your tarot for the August 22nd, 2026. And here we go. I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, why not? So, this is gonna be a quick reading for Aries. How about we put you on the back burner for a night and say, why don't we go start with our. How about the earth signs? Virgo, you're first. We're gonna flip everything around. It's gonna be really awkward, but why the heck not? We'll see. So, Aries is not going first. Virgo. We're gonna do the order is different. Okay. Just two shuffles. That's enough. So let's just say. Virgo, oh, why are my electronics getting screwed with? This is in fact take 3 of our little video production here. And it's due to the fact that electronics keep on failing me. And I can't understand what it is that is actually making it not work. But for some reason, everything keeps on shorting out. And even this microphone just now stopped working. So, whatever. I suppose you're here for the read more than me complaining about why things ain't working, so let's get into it, Virgo. It looks to me like you're going to be demonstrating to somebody that you're in charge, and you won't even have to say a word. And it's going to communicate a message effectively. You might be dealing with a fire sign. King of Wands can indicate just a minor arcana for a fire sign. Anywho, you could be also facing or dealing with an Aries. And essentially, the Eight of Wands in the reverse will tell me that you're not going to be really communicating with them so much, but nevertheless, you will get your point across. This might even be like the last time that you'll be speaking to them. Let's clarify why the challenge for you is the Emperor. What are you finding about being an Emperor that is so challenging to you? Because I gotta tell you, if it's not an Aries, if it's not an Aries, then it's probably you, Virgo. So, anyways, we're gonna clarify the Emperor. Wish this would work, but whatever, it's just not gonna work anymore. So, we see the 9 of Wands in the reverse, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, and the 6 of Pentacles upright. So, a little bit of sharing. Sharing is caring. So, that's always nice. Yeah, I would say Virgo. Other than, son of a bitch, come on. Why aren't you working? But I think it's the guitar, probably. Let's just not even go there. So, anyways, Virgo, it looks like the 9 of Wands in the reverse and the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse are indicating to me that you might be dropping some kind of a heavy burden that was essentially it came about due to somebody not having enough time to stick around and see something develop. The 7 of Pentacles reversed. But now it is more or less being evened out and, rationed evenly, yoked. The 6 of Pentacles is a very, sharing kind of energy. You're breaking them off proper, giving them at least what you've got as far as something, be it information or actual material goods. And so it's a really nice energy. Anyways, Virgo, here's your message from the hat. It says, be afraid. You have a warrant and I'm arresting you. Moving right along to Taurus. Oh, maybe I should just try to play some other kind of song for. Yeah, I guess for some reason the loop pedal's not working, so oh well. Poor me. Can we use this? Yay. Okay. Alright, Colin. Come on, something. You like it? It's burning out. Taurus. Taurus, your strength is going to be that you will find a way to balance everything in your life that you need to put your time to. And if you can, spend some time to figure out how come my stuff keeps shorting out. It's like I'm giving off a static discharge or something. But anyways. It seems like you, Taurus, are probably, well, you might have a challenging time walking away from something that you're really passionate about, you know? But the outcome for you in this situation is going to be that new doors are going to open and you will very much find a good time and easy time making your way in the new chapter, the next chapter of your life. Like, that's what I see, Taurus. So I'll clarify a little bit. That's really a very fucking standard kind of thing to say. Wow, that's awkward. What the fuck is that? Boy, I'm just really having a night tonight, aren't I, with this technology. only soda pop, don't you worry. Why wasn't this recording anything? How am I supposed to... What the fuck? I'm gonna have to start everything over again. I mean, maybe. Yeah, it's looking like it. Well, hell, folks. Be patient with me. I'm gonna make it work. Why does it keep on? It's like it's got a different fucking kind of. Let's see. Oh my god. So Taurus, we were going to we're going to clarify why the world is opening up for Taurus. Looks like the Two of Wands in the reverse tells me that last time has arrived and now you are able to fully embrace your own emotions. You got the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords upright. Something in your future is going to come at you fast and unexpected, more or less. But it looks like you're going to handle it like a boss, Taurus. So, namaste. Good luck with that. Here's your message from the hat. So much easier to do this while the music is playing. Your message is, I'm just the messenger. Hey bro, I'm just the messenger, okay guys? You're an example. Yeah, I am. I'm a freaking, what is it called now? I'm an ambassador? What's that word they use when you're on the Facebook all the time? You're a neighbor? No, I don't know. I make stuff happen on the videos. So, they call you an influencer. That's it. Yeah, fucking influencer. Anyways, Capricorn, I'm gonna influence your day tomorrow. If you want to get a reading from me, you're next. So, buckle your shoe, and in that time I'll be through with the doling out of the things that my left hand chooses to show us. Looks like Capricorns are not gonna be very... you're going to be unable to really act in some situation. The strength for you is the Four of Wands reversed. That could be some kind of feeling of like, hey, even though you're free, you feel still bound to something else, and you aren't able to really get away from that. The challenges for you are going to come at you without you really knowing to expect them, and that's going to suck if they catch you off guard. The Page of Swords in reverse doesn't know what hit him. That's a good way to put it. You might not know what hit you, but the outcome for you is you're going to have to just walk away from the situation one way or another and try to put whatever is to happen behind you without it taking its toll upon your emotions and making your day doldrum. Why are you walking away? What are you walking away from? The Ace of Pentacles reverse says that someone's not willing to give enough or much. The Ten of Wands upright and the Five of Pentacles, Capricorn, you have been troubled and burdened by somebody who wasn't giving their fair share in the past, and now you're finally walking away from that on the Eight of Cups. And so that's a pretty good sign. That's here's your message. Don't play with me. That could be what you're trying to pass off to them, or they're trying to tell you. Alright, Cap? Yeah. I'm not in the mood to play games. Don't play. Well. And for that matter, it's not always about like leaving somebody or like having your relationship change because of some of these like interpretations. You can maybe apply them on like a microcosmic scale and just put that sort of energy of my reading these cards into a smaller situation, like than a breakup entirely. Like maybe just something like an argument that didn't like pan out in your agreements. You know what I mean? Something that went the other direction. Such as I am doing with the reading of all these signs in a different ordering. It's hopeful that I'd say they're still going to obviously be accurate. It's all just made up by the spirits in me on the spot. And then there are many others who like to Rochambeau in my free time and want to distract me in some sense. So I'll try to be cognizant of that. This is for you, Scorpio. I wanted to know how it felt like to have M go first on both these little sectors. So on water signs, this is Scorpios that said to me, Scorpio, your strength for the next day is going to be that you will be coming to some peace with things, and in spite of you not really being that patient with them and wanting to stick around and see how they develop, maybe it's something that you set and forget about. You're going to be coming back to it and seeing that, like, hey, it's actually not worth the time, and I feel like maybe we ought to end this partnership or agreement of ours, whatever it is. And you will come up with a peaceful way of doing that, but it may or may not, in fact, rupture the friendship or the partnership that you had with this person. And that is so not a cool thing to do. So let's clarify why this Two of Cups is reversed in the outcome for you. Thank you. Here you are. I see the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the King of Cups in the upright. Interesting. And the, what is this? The Five of Pentacles? No, the Eight of Pentacles upright. So yeah, you'd be working more the masculine aspect of the job, or perhaps it's more of a decision made up by the masculine person, the Queen of Cups in the reverse here. I suppose if we're not going to take these as literal characters, it is also able to be interpreted as you're going to be putting forth a lot more of your masculine chi than your feminine in this situation that you're working towards. And maybe that's what is causing you to want to leave the situation behind you, in fact. That's up to you to decide. Just saying. It's a possibility. Next, here's your message. So Scorpio, you should buy a lottery ticket. There's some fun you can have without breaking someone's spirits. I'm just saying. Oh, the Scorpios in the comments. Anywho, I guess we're gonna move on to you. Say there, Pisces, how's the high seas? And you sail boats as you go sailing. Hey, I'd rather be sailing. Whoa, those cards just flew the fuck out. Would you rather be sailing too with my Pisces crew? I know you are pretty cool and mysterious, sorta, but that's all in good fun. Not many secrets that I know of, but maybe that's just because Pisces are so good at keeping secrets. I don't really know. I'm not the sort that usually asks people to keep a secret for me. It's not that cool. Anyways, we're going with Pisces next. That's all I have to say. Pisces, you get the Five of Swords for your strength, the High Priestess in reverse, and the outcome is going to be the Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be walking away from this tarot reading and not care to really watch it. And wow, look at that. Like, yeah. What? I don't know. Oh, they're in the little door. I just, yeah. Yeah. I took them out of the box. Word. Yeah, frozen yogurt's a hot commodity around here. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I was gonna say that Pisces, you're going to be walking away from probably this reading because it will be challenging to your beliefs and maybe you're skeptical or something, but either way, you're not going to tell me about it. So let's clarify why the High Priestess is in the reverse, because sometimes that can indicate maybe a distant Pisces, or maybe you're just emotionally distant, I don't really know. But the Four of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Wands upright tells me that you're probably going to be some kind of a feisty little bitch at dropping things that are too delicate and heavy for you to want to carry around. You don't need this shit in your life, so you're dropping it, you know? But the Four of Pentacles in the reverse is absolutely an energy of just dropping something that you consider to be baggage. Yeah, feel me? Anyways, your message, Pisces, is date night tonight? You might be having a date, perhaps. On the 22nd, I do not know. Have fun with that. Anywho, so moving right on through to our Cancers in the sea, or in astrology, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking about putting some keys over this, but I need to find an instrument that's not shit. That's awkward. But at least I figured out the right key. So Cancer, here's your reading. I want you to know that even though it don't show, I still love you so. And these cards want you to know that. That's why you're going 6th today instead of like in the middle, last. Anyways, Cancer, for you the strength is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. That might mean that you're not really giving your feelings on the matter of something and you're being challenged with a need for you to maybe start doing that. But the outcome for you being the Magician in the reverse can sometimes mean that you're going to shoot yourself in the foot by even trying. So it might be best if you just kept those emotions bottled up after all, to be honest. Anyways, let's clarify maybe why this Magician is so uninvited and upside down. There's the sunshine now. That's a good feeling. And the Ace of Cups is upright now. How weird. You got it twice. And look at that. That's the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be working with somebody on some project that you maybe will need to communicate with them over in the future. So don't be a stranger to having a good talk with somebody. It might make you feel good and you'll want to tell your feelings on the subject. So make sure that while you're doing that, you don't shoot yourself in the foot like a Magician in the reverse might. Here's your message, Cancer. Come to me. It's a little bit risque, but we'll go there. That must be why all the cups were present. Anyways. Okay. How about air? I'm feeling like fire should go participation. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and put Leo, because obviously. And then Aries, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait your turn. So Sagittarius, hey buddy, it's going to be a reading for your 22nd of August. I hope it's not that obvious that I don't play the piano often, and that's going to be a problem in the future. So I'll learn it, I guess. Sag, it looks as though you might know, at least how to go about doing something, but you might be challenged with feeling like it's worth doing in the end. And although you might have many projects come to mind, the fact is you won't be riding all that fast or that flight to take care of them. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is kind of like stagnancy and not moving in any direction, more or less, on a subject or a matter. Challenging you being the Six of Wands reversed, that's more or less an energy of I hurt and I don't really know how to feel like anything is really all that worth celebrating anymore. And anyways, the strength being the Seven of Cups reversed tells me that you might actually find some kind of strength or respite in confusion and chaos and that space of not really being comfortable with everything going on in your life. And maybe, for some reason, you're kind of addicted to that feeling. So we're going to clarify why the Seven of Cups are in the reverse. And I see the Fool and the Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords, of course. Oh no, that's the Justice card. Never mind. Justice. See the scales there? So yeah, Sag, you might be having some kind of lacking of confusion or confusability on some subjects, such as maybe how the law is influencing a little bit of your life, and it's making your life kind of not resemble anything like it used to before. And that, of course, is the government's job. Once they get involved in your life, they pretty much never leave. So your life is all new now, like the Fool now. So let's give you a message since we found out. Show some love for the justice system. Alright then. But it's just the Page of Wands sort of like energy, so they're not doing much. Like, there's no inconvenience, thank God. But like, you know, the government wants your attention about something. Since you're there, listening, thought I'd ask a few questions. Anyways, moving right along to our Leo friends in the house. I think that I feel this one. The Five of Wands reversed into strength. Challenge being the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Interesting. 9 and 9, Leo. 99% Leos might be watching this right now. So your strength being the Five of Wands reverse tells me that you are adept at making things less worse in like some situation in which people are arguing, basically. So like, you're a peacemaker by trade, and that's really helpful. The challenge for you might be that you are getting overwhelmed by it, and as anybody would, I suppose, when you are constantly healing other people, you very seldom save enough time to be healing yourself and taking care of your own needs. And the Nine of Cups tells me that you aren't doing that, Leo. You are taking good care of yourself, and that's great. So that leaves you in a very happy kind of demeanor, disposition. Especially like when you wake up and you don't have pots and dirty dishes in the sink. When you can like wake up in the morning to a clean sink, it's like, today's gonna be a good day, kind of thing. I don't know where that came from, but Leo's somewhere out of here. So why do you have this Nine of Cups sort of happiness at the end of the day? What can Leos be? Oh, now you got the Five of Cups. Smile now, cry later kind of thing. The Page of Cups upright, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, no bad days I'm hearing. Just, you'll be sad, and you might not even know how to really share your feelings on that. The Page of Cups is kind of a novice at feeling things. But the fact that you are also facing the Four of Cups upright tells me that you might be offered some kind of emotional, confidence of somebody but you seem to be ignoring it due to being focused on yourself, of course, such as Leos never would do. Anyways, your message is bad luck. Yeah, well, so Leo, you'll be facing these bad days, at least this bad day ahead, with a lot of poise and grace, and that's a very good thing. Or poison and grace, I don't know. Poison grace, whichever. And so, I say 2 blazes with bad luck. What do you say, Aries? Good luck to you. Yeah? Alright. Same with you, there, pal. Aries, you have the best of luck that I know because you make it such. So Leos know that Aries are pretty good leaders in their own shoes. And looks like for your 22nd, Aries, you also have like the 10 of Wands, kind of a burdensome energy going on in your life, and you don't really know how to deal with it all that well. So you might be trying a lot of things. Yeah, basically the strength for you is that something is going to happen, but you won't really know what is going on, and it won't be such a raucous, crazy thing, like event, that you will, have much to say about it at all. But nevertheless, you're being challenged with the Sun card, so it could be a Leo energy that's challenging you, or perhaps you are just having a hard time being happy as well lately. And challenging you, the outcome is the 10 of Wands. That means you're going to feel extra stressed out, and you're not going to actually be all that happy. Because, I don't know, maybe you're only happy when it rains. To quote Sheryl Crow. Some people that could be a thing, right? Anyways, let's clarify why let's clarify why the sunshine is out for your challenge. The 6 of Wands reversed, obviously. No celebrating that. The Page of Wands upright. Maybe you just had a little drive and your emotions were misplaced, a la the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Perhaps some situation with you, Aries, that you are really happy about. In fact, you don't feel all that great about having done. And the little bit about it that you do choose to care is kind of like bearing misplaced emotions. Maybe you are holding somebody accountable that doesn't deserve to be blamed, or perhaps you are falling in love with someone who doesn't feel the same, you know? Anyways, okay, let's give you a message there, Taurus. And it is seek another opinion. Oops. Yeah, get a second opinion, maybe, than mine. But from what I can tell, it is kind of like you just need to see that things are pretty good and you can also be happy, you know? Moving along to our air signs. You know that's right. We're gonna go with Gemini first because they're always so polite. Here you go, Geminis. You got the Knight of Cups in the upright. Yeah, that's cool. That makes sense. Gemini, your challenge is the Hierophant in the reverse. Maybe you're acting, someone else is acting a little bit extreme and kind of maybe, I don't know, not really behaving within the social norms of society. Anyways, your strength, Gemini, is the Knight of Cups. You're going to be very capable of sharing how you feel with somebody about some situation in which they might be acting a little bit radical or extreme, but the outcome is you're going to be relieved because of something that they say is going to help you not maybe relate, but understand that it's nothing that can keep you up at night and cause you pain. You may not understand them, but nevertheless, though it's a little bit out of the norm, it's not like nearly that tough, or extreme, or radical of an idea, or a concept, or a fucking action. So the Hierophant in the reverse is clarified by the Three of Wands reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the the Eight of Swords upright. Yeah, you were stuck in some kind of wicked cycle that it would appear Gemini was bringing you to a point of you thinking that you didn't have time to just meditate and wait and see how something developed in its own time. You were convinced that you had to act right then and there, and that, need to have it now kind of attitude may have caused you some jeopardy, as far as I know anyway. But you can tell me, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, we got that going on there, Gemini, so really proud of you. Here's your message. You know I love you. What I need. Whoa, AI need. That doesn't mean no AI. That means that I love you in Chinese, in fact Mandarin, I think. So Gemini, you know that now you speak at least a little Mandarin. Let's move on. We're going to Libras next because you know I like to keep them right in the middle. You gotta keep them and Aquarius separated. After all. I gotta stop making fun of Aquarius. Okay. So, moving right along to our Libra reading, we got the Strength of the Star in the reverse. That can indicate that maybe something is scheduled and planned very thoroughly in advance, and it's not quite random happenstance that you'll be going through. Boy, that's really loud. And I would say that perhaps this Five of Swords reverse for your challenge could be that you're having a hard time just giving something up and walking away from it. The fact is that it seems with the Strength being the stars in the reverse, you're probably going to be feeling like something just isn't meant to be for you. And that's kind of a rough place to be in sometimes, you know? So, in fact, what I would tell you is that the outcome for you being the Empress in the reverse might just mean that you need to charge your batteries back up. You know, Libra, maybe you've just been trying too hard in some aspects of your life and you need to just let go of some things that you cannot control. You know? Anyways, thank you, Libra. We're going to clarify this Empress in the reverse. And I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse. Wow. As well as the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, well, so essentially, I guess what this would mean there, Libra, is that both my electronics are shorting out, and that sucks, but also this Empress in the reverse kind of demeanor that you're assuming isn't going to open any new doors for you, in spite of the fact that you feel like it's your time now and you can no longer wait. You're finally breaking loose from some kind of stricture that has held you back. Perhaps it is going to make you feel less productive and maybe ugly, maybe less able. The Empress in the reverse, and just don't be impulsive. Don't be petulant, and don't be impulsive. Like, don't be childish and don't be impulsive, because you're gonna make things worse. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. So be careful there, Libra, with whatever the situation is that you're going to be going through. You're going to be emasculated, to say the least, and that's kind of awful. But, oh well, it didn't have to be this way. That's what I'm hearing. Awful, awful stuff. Anyways, your turn, Aquarius. Oh, God. Wonder why this stuff doesn't want to work tonight. All my music stuff is breaking. Ugh. Stop breaking. Why aren't you playing? I don't even know, man. Hey, man. Oh, there you go. So, Aquarius, I really appreciate your patience through this, because I've been having, obviously, some technical difficulties for the night. Yeah. And, sure, maybe my chakras aren't aligned, but I figured I had to do it before bed, so. The Seven of Swords is your strength, and that means that you might be sneaking away a little bit prematurely from some kind of relationship thing. What do they call it? An agreement? Yeah. You're trying to back out of some kind of agreement, it would appear there, Aquarius, and that could mean that it's just, like, not really a good deal that you want to be a part of right now, but in fact, you could be just doing it because of the fact that you don't see it going anywhere. Maybe, Aquarius, I mean, yeah, it could be your turn to promote the action in the situation, whatever it is, rather than just sneaking away from it and acting like it's not a problem for you to solve. I don't know what that might be, though. It's something that involves a middleman or a third party kind of contract, so it's not just between you and one other person. Three of Pentacles in the reverse is clarified by the Two of Pentacles upright, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Cups reversed. So, essentially, you're having a hard time working together with somebody in your life. Like, I'm having a hard time working with this microphone that keeps dying. And, perhaps, where was I going with this? I don't know, maybe I got suckered and bamboozled. It's just my luck with this damn microphone don't want to work no more. But it's not your problem, though. Anyways, yeah. You are feeling like something isn't going anywhere, it's not progressing at an adequate pace, even though it does kind of balance you out and make your life a lot more less sad, to say the least, Aquarius. It's still going to be a situation which you feel like you can no longer proceed with because it's just not going anywhere. And that might just be you watching my show, I don't know, but it's your lucky day tomorrow either way, so to be honest, these are mostly just for me, and if you get help out of them, then so be it. I don't know my own strength. Anyways, have a good evening, y'all.